Hey everyone, this is Chris from Brick Players Union, and this is City Update video number 3 for May of 2019. And in this video, we're celebrating the grand opening of 2 new businesses in the downtown. On the right is the Lego Creator Expert Grand Emporium Modular, set 10211 from 2010 for all your shopping needs. And on the left is the Lego Creator Expert Parisian Restaurant Modular, set 10243 from 2014, so you can grab a bite to eat when you take a break from shopping. Now, as they currently sit, both modulars are built pretty much according to the instructions, but I'm going to make a few changes, so let's move in for a closer look at each so I can tell you about the changes I'm going to make, and then I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. Okay, starting with the Grand Emporium, you can see that I've turned it 90 degrees so that we can get a better view of things. And most of the changes are going to be to the ground level and to the sidewalk out front. And you can see that one change that I've made already is to change the marquee from the word shop to the word spot, which was the name of one of my first businesses. Now, as I do with most of my modulars, I'm going to start by changing the dark gray sidewalk to light gray so that it contrasts better against the dark gray streets. And as part of that repaving, I'm going to pretty much eliminate a lot of the details on the sidewalk itself. So starting with the left, I'm going to eliminate the trash bin. The ice cream cart, I'm going to actually replace with a mobile ice cream cart. I'm going to eliminate the flowers by the entrance. The mailbox is gone, and I'm going to temporarily move the lamppost until I fill in with more modulars, and then I'll replace the lamppost accordingly. But for now, that's out of here too. Alright, I'm about halfway done repaving the sidewalk, and I wanted to show you guys the contrast between the original dark gray and the newer light gray, and how they contrast against the dark gray road plates. So if you look at the left-hand section of the sidewalk, you can see that where it's still dark gray, it almost kind of blends in with the road plate so that it's kind of hard to tell where the road ends and where the sidewalk begins, versus the section on the right, which is now done in light gray, and how it contrasts nicely against the dark gray street. And here's a look at the sidewalks now that they're finished, and as you can see, it's a much cleaner look, and it's also a much more open look, which I think is important for a department store, to have open sidewalks to accommodate the large crowds of shoppers. And as promised, here's a look at the now mobile ice cream cart, which is not only mobile, but it's also bigger and offers more variety. Alright, moving on to the Parisian Restaurant, I'm going to start out front by changing the sidewalk from dark gray to light gray, and I'm also going to eliminate the bench and the lamppost. Another change that I'm going to make is to take the seating from the second level and move it to the rear of the restaurant on the ground level. And that's because I always thought it was a little strange that the restaurant would have seating right outside of the entrance to someone's home. So I'm going to change that and move that seating down to the first level. And to accommodate for the seating in the rear, I'm going to eliminate the dumpster, the trash can, and our little furry friend down there. Alright, now to take a look at the changes, starting out front with the sidewalk. And again, being retiled or repaved in light gray contrasts nicely against the dark gray streets. And since the second floor is now private, I added a swinging wrought iron gate. Now that the second level is private, I replaced the 2 separate tables with one larger table with seating for 2, and I built the table using a black and white checkerboard pattern. And out back, we see the seating that was previously on the second level balcony. And to give those 2 tables some shade, I built an awning consisting of 2 8x8 plates with the lattice pattern. And the supports for that awning are 2 lampposts with some integrated lighting. And on the left side of the rear, I added the 2 potted plants that I removed from the front entrance of the Grand Emporium. In addition to the changes I made to the 2 modular buildings, I also did some work on the small park at the center of downtown. I added the dark red columns, which I built using the 1x2 profile brick or brick. I also added the black wrought iron fencing. I widened the footpaths from 4 wide to 6 wide. I added some flowers to the corners, and I replaced the statue with a tree that was planted to commemorate the town's founding and will grow month to month as the city grows. Now, with more and more buildings being constructed downtown, it's only natural that traffic is going to increase as well, so I thought it was time to start building some traffic signals. Now, this one is built to be more realistic, so only the bulbs that are lit up are built using the colored studs, and the ones that are not lit up are built using clear studs. And here's one that I built in what I guess you would call the more traditional Lego style, where I use colored studs all around, which isn't as realistic, but is nice and colorful, and I think looks good too. And if you'd like to know how I build these traffic signals, my next video will be a short tutorial on how to build them. As the downtown continues to grow, construction will continue on both the back row of municipal buildings as well as on the open plots behind the Grand Emporium and the Parisian Restaurant. I currently have 4 different mock modular buildings in various stages of construction, including what will be the first skyscraper downtown. Well, that's going to do it for this one. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't. And if you have a minute before you go, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.